What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, if you have not done so, please go ahead and use the newest code SLCREVENGE. In the last video you can go find it, which included 10 free draw tickets. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. Apparently there are rumors that we may be getting a new weapon with the release of Thomas, so it's up to you whether you want to save your tickets or not. I would recommend considering that. If there is a new weapon, that might be something that you want to obviously pull for when it comes out. So there's that. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about preparing yourself for the release of Thomas and what you should be doing to maximize the amount of Essence Stones that you have. Now, you guys are aware my little journey to get Meilin to A5 happened. I was literally at like 0 Essence Stones, almost maybe like 10 or 12 left. With the like generosity of the devs, with the codes they were providing all of us, with all the daily 1,000, we got 10,000 essence. We're getting 10,000 essence codes for logging in for 10 days. Plus, doing the weekly stuff and everything else that comes along with it. I want to talk about what you should do and how you should prepare for getting the most amount of essence stones under your belt. Now, for me personally, I have 44 current summoning tickets saved up. I've got 30.6k essence stones now, like back up to where I kind of want to be. This is, and I've got 50 out of 80 pity. Now this is going to be a little bit of an issue, because if you look at my draw history, I think the last thing I pulled was the actual unit. So there you go, Meilin was the last one. So I actually do have a chance of losing the 50-50, but at least I should have enough, if I lose the 50-50, to definitely draw the character that I want, which is Andre, right? At least a copy of him. So I know I made a video on how much you should pull and how much it's going to cost you to get an A5 version. I think it was roughly about 100-something thousand essence stones. So you'll be lucky if you have a pretty good pull rate and don't lose the 50-50s to pull them at that amount, right? So here's what you want to do. You want to essentially just get as many essence stones as you possibly can. Now, also there's a lot of people asking me, hey Payne, there's rumors about a new ticket coming out with Andre. I haven't heard that. I don't know if there will be. We'll find out more news about that as it drops. But let's talk about essence stones. Okay, the best way to get all your essence stones, and right now this is the perfect time to start doing this if you have not been doing it already. So first off, getting your trophies. This is a big one, right? You guys can see here I have 2,713 trophies. I'm second place right now on my server, on my free-to-play account. This will allow me to get 1,050 essence stones every single week, right? This is a great way to accumulate essence stones over time, right? And I mean, the next reward here is in 3 hours and 11 minutes. So this will be popping up in my mailbox, or it's not in my mailbox, right in this section, in 3 hours, or 3 hours. This is 3 hours? I don't know why it says 3 hours. It should be like tomorrow or something. Anyways, the point is, it'll be available to me very soon, and I can pull that 1,000 every week. All right, so getting your trophies is huge. Not only is it going to give you the weekly rewards, but it's going to give you instant rewards. So here's what I've been personally doing, and you guys should probably consider doing the same. So first off, going back into story mode, of course, and hitting that coveted 100%, right? Make sure your normal mode is 100%. Very easy to do nowadays. They've pretty much nerfed every single chapter, so this should be a very quick one. And not only are you going to get more trophies here, but you're also going to have the ability to get yourself all of these tickets, right? So make sure to go back into story mode, do that. I've still got to go in and finish up hard mode. I've been a little bit slacking on this one. I need to go back and review a few of these. Look at this, I'm missing quite a few here, right? So I'm going to go back and complete these probably starting tomorrow, after my son's birthday. Happy birthday to my son. He's 5 years old today. My little prince. It's crazy. So yeah, go back in here, get all the 100% you guys can, and then move on from this section and go into reverse mode. Now keep in mind, reverse mode does not offer you experience points, but it does give you the same amount of black tickets, custom tickets, as well as trophies, and at the same time you get yourself way more material and gold. So definitely worthwhile going in here and completing reverse mode with all your hunters, and then moving on and doing the rest of it. So you have all this to do. So this is a fantastic way to catch up and get yourself some trophies. Now another one which a lot of people are actually not doing and should be doing is going into your Battlefield of Chaos and going through all of this to make sure you have 3 of 3. I know it's only 15 essence stones to 30 essence stones to 45 essence stones if you 0 to 3 them, but look at this. This is 30 free essence stones for me, plus 2 more trophies I got to go back and do. See, like this is all, I've been going back and completing all of these, and I'm telling you, I missed a lot. So because early on in the game, I just didn't care enough, right? So this is an extra right there, 30 essence stones plus 2 trophies that I can add under my belt. Let's see what else I've missed. Right, there's 2 there. And I think that's the only one. So I got to go back and do that. And then make sure you do this to all of them. Every single one of them. Like you're going to see earlier on, maybe if you're like me and you were just trying to rush to get the best gems, you didn't bother, completing all the stages 3 out of 3. This is a good time to go back and actually look and find some of the earlier stages to see in case there's one right there. There's nothing there. So we missed one. So one, that's still another 15 right there, right? So Go back and check out all your trophies. It's worthwhile, guys. It all adds up, I promise you. Okay, so Battlefield of Time, make sure you've done this one as well, right? Battlefield of Time right here will obviously give you guys a couple Essence Stones right there. This is easy to do. You should be able to get those times, no problem. And then also completing the challenge modes as well. This one ends in 3 days, so complete that and you'll get yourself some Essence Stones, I believe, and some other things along the way. I don't know if that one actually offers Essence Stones. You'll double check that. POD Daily. Many of you guys are neglecting to do the 1 billion numbers because you set it on auto. Guys, do it. It's so easy. It's free Essence Stones. Not only are you going to get the 60, but you also get something from the boxes, right? Because the boxes here allow you to have these opportunities to get any of these things, especially these rate up tickets. So even if you don't get Essence Stones, the rate up tickets are available. And I've gotten like 4 or 5 in the last 2 weeks. So it's been amazing to get these things just out of the blue. Another one that's pretty important that a lot of people are neglecting as well too is doing your mining, right? Doing higher end mining is so important because it actually allows you to get more Essence Stones. So for me personally, I've been doing all the lower end ones just to get it out of the way because I need armor chips for crafting, but because I've been using it for the new artifact event. But if you go to the gates, anything that's an S and an A you should be doing for the most part because they will all give you Essence Stones. Yeah, it's small amounts like 3 and 6 or 8, but it'll still add up if you have 15 of them running at the same time, and it's going to make a big difference for you, especially when your mining gets leveled up and you acquire more crystals and more items out of the way, right? So bonus rewards, for example, right there. So this is all going to add up for you as well. So this is something you should definitely not be neglecting and doing every single time. It makes sense to do that. Also, while you're doing that, you're also going to build your reputation, right? So doing your dailies and weeklies, once your reputation gets built up enough, you can see here 59, every time you build a reputation, you get yourself an additional 250 Essence Stones plus rate up tickets, 2 rate up tickets. So look at this, like when I get to 60, it's going to even give me more, right? So very, very important, guys, to push this. And not to mention, the higher end your reputation for newer players, the more keys you can hold, right? So make sure you push this. For us veterans, that's not going to make a difference for keys, but at least the two extra tickets as well as the Essence Stones are going to be a massive, massive difference. Now, speaking of trophies and ways to get us, like, go back and do some content, completing this. The Battlefield of Trials, if you go back to some of the older stuff, guys, like look, 53, I'm missing one there, missing one at 51, I'm missing 2 here. There's so many like trophies you can go back and probably accumulate. 46, I'm missing one. Just go back here and take a look. Like you'll see 42. Like at this point, you should be more than powerful, more enough power to complete this. Like some of these, I can easily go back and get a good like 200-300 trophy or Essence Stones plus some trophies along the way. So this is an easy way to just go back and kind of review all of your floors and see what you're missing and complete them, right? And the same thing goes for hunters. Super, super easy, guys. A good way to go back here and just complete these ones and make sure that you have maximized the amount of trophies you've gotten by pushing content here. Like, let's take a look here. 1 out of 3. Like, there's an extra 30 right there. Another 15 there. Another 15 there. 15. You guys get the point, right? Super easy. So Battlefield Trials, make sure you go back. Now, this is another big one here. You got 10 days still left to do this, but completing this is massive. Now, you don't have to get all 3 here. The beauty is all you need to do is mainly get this one, the Elemental Hunter one. So if you don't care about the extra stuff, don't worry about the speed run. Just put 2 of the same elemental units in this for the BOT challenge, and you should be able to get the 150 Essence Stones pretty much across the board. This works both for Jinnu and Hunters, and is a great way to make yourself some Essence Stones along the way. This is how a lot of people wonder how I'm able to do it every time. It's things like this, right? I always call them rainy day funds. I always put them aside, and I do that. That's another easy way there. Of course, doing the daily Fly Isla, which gives you 100 Essence Stones. Doing the daily Pumpkin Carriage gives you 100 Essence Stones, right? So super, super easy there to get those out of the way. And also another one that many people may be neglecting and should not be neglecting is the Hunter's Archive. Make sure that your secret library is completely caught up, because you can see here, you can get yourself 100 Essence Stones per secret archive, plus not to mention the stories give you 50 each as you complete them. And then also at the same time, you're able to get yourself 2 of these tickets right there, which I need to go and do this anyway, so I'm going to do this right now. So make sure, guys, you are putting effort into all of this content. It will make a massive difference in the long run. There's other ways to do it as well too. Of course, when you get our codes for supporting us, so make sure you go support me. I'll be sending 500 Essence Stones to all my supporters as soon as that's available. Netmarble still in the process of submitting, or sorry, approving those for us. And then any codes that come through live events, which I've got one set up for the Korean live stream, so go join that. Plus when Thomas comes out, I'm sure we're going to get some maintenance, essence stones, etc. Right? So there's going to be a lot of time to still save in the next week and a half, and it's a great time, guys, to go back and start doing all the older content you may have missed, just to get yourself ready for the release of Thomas, which is probably going to be the biggest release we're going to have all year long for a character. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.